From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, those of you as far west as Jackson, those of you as far east as McMinnville. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt. And if you're watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. So everyone, welcome to the October edition to Pharmacist on Call. This is your 1 hour forum where you get to ask those burning questions that you never get to ask because your doctors are busy, your pharmacists are busy, they don't have time, but for this 1 hour, I do. So call in with those questions and those comments. Rule number one, there are no silly questions. Chances are a question that you've been thinking about but think it may be silly and it's only affecting you. History has proven that no, many people benefit and are blessed by the questions that you call in with, so don't hesitate to call in. We want to get into our shout outs, condolences, and what have you. So first, we've got our birthday greetings. I wanted to say happy birthday to my Lion brothers, Clifford Greer and Garvin Johnson, fraternity brother Tyrone Paler. My neighbor, Miss Rosie Wilson, and water customer, happy birthday to her. Birthday was yesterday. And a happy belated birthday to Leslie Voorhees, also known as Leslie Lee, good friend in the entrepreneur community. Also wanted to send out some condolences right quick to the family of, and to you, the viewers of Hugh McNaughton, who hosted the show for several years that came on after mine, Southern Woods and Waters. He passed away, as I understand, last week sometime. A great guy, really enjoyed Hugh. So sorry to see him go. And so for he, his wife, and his grandchildren, our prayers go out to you. Wanted to do some shout outs. I had the opportunity to do the community fair, the Good Neighbor Day fair in Antioch last weekend and ran into some people. The first one that I ran into was a young lady named Cassidy, a millennial who knew full well who I was and was a big watcher of the show, and I told her, you have got to be my youngest viewer. So she's an old soul, so I wanted to send a shout out to Miss Cassidy, and I forgot the company that she works for, but I'm sure she's probably watching. Hey, try to call in if you can, Cassidy. Mr. Stephen Harris and his girlfriend, I had an opportunity to speak with them and let them sample some of the hemp products that we had, so big shout out to Mr. Stephen Harris. And Kathy Buggs, wife of my fraternity brother Wayman Buggs, had the opportunity to speak with her too, and Councilwoman Jennifer Gamble. Congratulations on winning the post. I did want to do an announcement right quick. We next Saturday, October the 12th, from 1 to 3 p.m., we have the Nashville Hymposium. We'll probably be talking about it just throughout the show here, but it looks like I've probably got a couple of calls that I need to get into first. So let's do that. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. I may help you.
Good evening, Sean. This is Linda, your turmeric girl.
Hey, Linda, how's it going?
Fine. I think at the end of last month's program, you asked me to call back in and tell some people how I use turmeric in the can, spice.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's really, really easy. Of course, a lot of people say that it has a taste or an odor to it, but I resigned myself to the fact it's not going to taste funny and it's not going to have an odor. And what I do for my omelets is I whip up my 2 eggs and shake a lot of the turmeric in. You can take, I think it's 3/4 of a tablespoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. And be sure that you use plenty of black pepper with it. Add salt to it if you want that. You can add cheese and ham and all that kind of good stuff, and just fix an omelet like you normally would. And it's got all that turmeric in it, and I do that with a lot of different foods. I sprinkled the turmeric spice in the can on cottage cheese and tomatoes, cottage cheese by itself. I add it to just a heaping amount to a pot of vegetable beef soup. Made some of the best soup this past fall or last year that I had made in a long time. And I think it was because of the turmeric. Okay. And where I used to work, I asked the health clinic where I worked about the people that come from India, and those that work with our children and all. And I asked them if they ever saw them very much in the health area, and they said no, because they use a lot of turmeric and a lot of spices, and that takes care of a lot of their ailments and ills. So if you want to, just shake it on anything. I carry it on trips with me. I sprinkle it on scrambled eggs. I sprinkle it on boiled eggs. I sprinkle it on the tossed salad. So you just kind of get used to using it, and I take the capsules also. So it's a wonderful thing. So it's a natural. So thank you, Sean. I will let you have it back.
Okay, I appreciate you calling in and explaining to everybody your turmeric recipe for your omelet there. All right, thank you, Linda. All right, so we're going to go up to the next call. I'm going to get into turmeric a little bit later in the show, but we're going to go to Nancy. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Okay, hi. I have a question here. First of all, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, I have arthritis. You there?
I'm listening. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Arthritis, really bad. It's the kind that's in my bones, my joints. I think he called it osteoarthritis.
Osteo.
Yeah. Now, have you ever heard of taking aloe vera tablets for the arthritis?
No, I have not.
No, yeah, that's what you told me to do, but I'm kind of scared. The doctor told me to do that. He said take 25 milligrams twice a day.
Okay, I would have to research that before I place judgment on it, because it may actually work, and I'll see what the mechanism of action is, and then I can kind of explain to you guys in depth what's going on that makes it effective, if that is indeed the case. But I would recommend the turmeric, which is what Linda just got through describing, and I guess now's a good time to talk about it. It is a natural anti-inflammatory, even though it is a spice. And the reason that she adds black pepper to it is because it increases our absorption and the effectiveness of the turmeric. So I would start with the turmeric, the alkaline, and start there, and then you could probably, if you need to, move into the CBD cream or something like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you for taking my call, and you have a good evening.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Great call. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye-bye. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you? Hello? Caller? Hello, caller?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How we can help you?
Yes, I'm having trouble with gout.
Okay.
I was wanting to give me any suggestions.
Yeah, I've got two suggestions. One, we're going to have to clean up our diet. So let me tell you what the foods are that cause it. So it's going to be tomato-based products. So things like spaghetti sauce, pizza, lasagna, all the good stuff. Your heavy red meats, like beef, are going to build up the uric acid in your joints. Dairy products, cheese, ice cream, what have you. Shellfish are also going to cause your gout to flare up. Pizza, fruit juices, especially the acidic ones like orange juice, like grape juice, those are going to flare it up. And of course sodas, which are all acidic in and of themselves, they're gonna cause it. So what can you do about it other than modifying your diet? Is get some alkaline water, Kangen alkaline water specifically, and what it's going to do is neutralize that acid, that uric acid that is built up in your big toe, in your hands and your fingers, and cause it swelling, and neutralize it pretty quickly. So you're probably able to get rid of it before the day is out.
Well, they put me on allopurinol. Do I need to stay on that?
Yeah, but we've had some people who come off of their gout medicine altogether and just do the alkaline water. You can still take that, but what you will notice is that the attacks will become few and far between once you add the alkaline water to the allopurinol, and you may just need to test yourself, like take the allopurinol every other day, and then continue with the water and the diet modification until it just eventually is taken care of. You follow me?
Yeah, well, with diabetes, that don't leave you much you can't eat.
Yeah, I know. So what I tell people is, even if you have to cheat, if you drink enough of the alkaline water, it will stave off gout, the onset of the gout attack. So if you got to have a pizza, which I'm a cheeseaholic, so I understand the need for one or two, If I had gout, I would do it, but I'd have to down a gallon, in that day to keep that pizza sauce neutralized and not building up any uric acid in my joints.
How much alkaline water would you need to drink every day?
Good question. So 1/2 ounce per pound of body weight. So you're going to take your total weight, divide it by 2, multiply it times 30, and then that's how many total milliliters that you're going to need to drink. So I'm about 240-ish. Need to be smaller, but 240-ish. So I would divide that by 2, and that's 120 times 30, which would be 3,600 milliliters, which is a little 3.6, about a gallon. Almost around a gallon or so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I would. Oh, are you in Nashville?
No, I'm in Kentucky, near Hopkinsville.
Hoptown. I cannot think of a place near you. Clarksville had one, but it shut down. So as far as I know, I'm going to be the closest game in town because I get a lot of Kentucky people coming to get the water from me.
All right. Well, I thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you. But yeah, the diet is key there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but you just modify that and get you some alkaline water. Even if you have to, you can get it at maybe one of the grocery stores. It's going to be a lesser grade than you would from an actual alkaline water store, but it should still help.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Eric, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. May we help you? Terry?
Yes, this is Terry.
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
I just want to say I love watching your show, and I just wanted to tell you I'm 61 years old. I've always been very healthy.
Yes, ma'am.
But I have a lot of arthritis in my spine. I have a very physical job, and I go to a chiropractor to get adjusted. Well, I've tried CBD oil. I take glucosamine. I have a lot of nerve damage and burning sensation in my feet and just electricity like shooting down through my fingertips now that I've never had before.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know what to do or what to take anymore for that. If you could help me, I would appreciate it very much.
Yes, ma'am. So the condition that you are describing is called neuropathy. And so what's happening is one of the nerves in your back is being compressed, and that's sending that sharp pain signal all the way down your hips and through your legs. It's also a condition common in diabetics, but it's called neuropathy. So what can we do about it? You're doing the right thing. You're going to a chiropractor to get your spine adjusted, and that will hopefully relieve the tension on the nerve that's being pinched. I think you said you purchased CBD as well?
Yes, and I take glucosamine.
Okay.
And I've got diabetes in my family, but as of yet, thank goodness I don't have it.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I think it's coming from your job and the stress that it's putting on your back. How much CBD are you taking?
I was taking 1,500 milligrams. I'm down to 500 now.
Okay.
Like a half a drop in the morning and in the evening.
Okay, then I would just increase your dose if you're still, having trouble with it. And you may want to take a little bit of the oil and place it on your back as well, and it'll go through your skin.
Yeah, it was helping inflammation really, really well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I don't like taking man-made drugs a whole lot, like ibuprofen and stuff. So.
Understood. They can do a number on your liver and kidneys. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I thank you so much. I enjoy your show really, really a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I appreciate you calling. Even more, I appreciate you watching.
You have a blessed evening. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You too. All right. We're going to take one more call before our break here. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. May we help you? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may I help you?
Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a problem with bowel movement.
Okay.
And I have tried the Linzess, and that doesn't work. I have tried the fibers, all kinds of fibers.
Okay.
I have tried laxatives, magnesium citrate.
Okay.
And I'm not getting a whole lot of, I get relief from magnesium citrate and the other stuff, but I'm not going like I need to, and I need to I take blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, and thyroid medicine.
Are you on chronic pain management?
No.
Okay. What is your water intake like?
I drink about 4, 5, 6 bottles of water a day.
That's probably not going to be enough. So I would suggest maybe anywhere from half of a gallon to a gallon a day, just at a bare minimum, because your large intestine needs.
I usually drink about anywhere from 16 to 20 ounce bottles, and I drink those about, like I said, about 6 to 8 of them a day.
Okay, 16-ounce bottles. Okay. All right, you might be getting close there. What I recommend for people who have difficulty moving something is a product called CKLS. It's colon, kidney, liver, spleen. It is a 10-herb combination, and it's actually a colon cleanser that cleanses the blood in the colon, the liver, the kidney, and then the spleen. So what I do is I'll take these first thing in the morning. It takes about 12 to 15 hours for them to work, so you can go on your day and your activities and work and what have you, and you should be able to move something either later that night or the first thing that next morning. So this is what I recommend for people who have difficulty, making bowel movements. But it's called CKLS. And it's available on PruittDiscountPharmacy.com for those of you who live out of town. PruittDiscountPharmacy.com and click store, but it's called CKLS. Colon, kidney, liver, spleen. It's a 10-herb combination, so 10 different herbs in here, but it scrapes the colon wall. And what I tell people is, if you were a kid and you swallowed a penny or an hour later and it never came out, it's coming out now. So this stuff is very effective.
I tried that IV guard and that didn't work.
Nah, try CKLS.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll give it a try.
Okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, everyone, stay right there. We're going to be right back. We're up on a break.